Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? And welcome in to another Friday Live. Hello, today we're going to be talking about how you can make your annual income, your monthly income. What's up? What's up? What's up? So if that sounds like something that you want to do, say yes in the chat. Type it in. Yes, 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 yes. Let us know where you're from, what type of business you have, and type yes. You are here because you want to know exactly how to turn your annual income into your monthly income. So for those who are just joining, I see you. Tommy said yes. Defilia said yes. Charles, yes. Valerie, yes. Hi, Valerie from Vegas. Let's go. Facebook user. So if you are on Facebook, we're streaming, of course, on multiple platforms right now. But if you are actually on Facebook, you have to click on the StreamYard link in order for us to see your name. So right now it just says Facebook user, but I see your yes. Athena, what's up? Athena, Andrea, perfectly polished. Woo! Yes, let's go. Notary, let me see. We have John from Raleigh, North Carolina. Lakeisha Persons, what's up? What's up? She said yes. Helping others start their own virtual call center. Yes, 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 yes. Ashley says yes. All right, cool. So if you guys are new, I am Dr. Kawana D, also known as, of course, people consider, like, I've been coined the queen of government contracts, right? But for me, I consider myself to be a wealth creator. That's what I do. I show entrepreneurs who are both men and women, high-level entrepreneurs, how to actually turn their business into a money-making machine. So I consider myself to be a wealth creator extraordinaire. I help executive CEOs, high-level entrepreneurs, and those who are ready to take their business to the next level. I help them create generational wealth with your business. So today is going to be all about how actually you can turn your annual income into your monthly income. And if you think it's not possible, I want you to think again. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works. I'm going to show you the math. We're going to do a little bit of math today. So get your calculators out, because I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do that. So what's up? What's up, Demetrius? I see y'all. I see y'all coming in. All right. So over the past couple years, I've actually helped hundreds of serious entrepreneurs, right? Because you have to be serious in order to actually make this stuff work. It's not for those who procrastinate. It's not for, those who are just looking or curious about creating wealth. It's for those who have made the decision that wealth creation is something that they're not only going to do, but want to do, right? And want to take it seriously. So I've helped, of course, hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you that are here, that are serious here today, add hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars add to their business bottom line. Now, this is not for those who are like, you're at zero and you want to jump to $1 million. It's for those who are making a little bit of money or some money or had some success, and you've already started the momentum, but you can't quite figure out how to break through your financial ceiling. This is for those who are ready and willing to take action. So I've helped them add hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars to their business bottom line in as little as 6 to 9 months, right? Most entrepreneurs don't even make six figures or hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars in a year or in a decade, let alone to be able to do that in less than 6 to 9 months, right? So what we're talking about here is creating wealth, changing your life, leveraging your business to become more abundant and all those different things, right? So this one move will enable you to quickly scale your business, okay, more, so that you're able to multiply your income more. Utopia say, that's right. My business is a wealth creating vehicle. And for those of you, like, if you've ever been following me, like, I always talk about generational wealth. I always talk about like the wealth vehicle of wealth, the wheels of wealth. Like, I have a whole YouTube training and video about just the wheels of wealth. What do you need to do, right? There's some doing things, some action steps that you have to take to make these things work. And today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to actually make your annual income your monthly income. But there's 3 things that's required of you. The 3 things that's going to be required of you is going to allow you to be able to work more efficiently to get to that monthly income goal more efficiently, more effectively, and effortlessly. And I'm going to break it down. Somebody say, break it down. Break it down. Show me how to multiply my income. Show me how to make more money in a month than most people make in a year. You want to know? Let me know that you want to know. Okay, I have a commercial cleaning company, financial education company. So all of these things. Icon says small disabled veteran-owned small business management consulting firm in Virginia. All right, so with all those services that you all provide, and I know you come from a variety of different skill sets and backgrounds and educational experience and all these other areas, but what we're going to teach you today is the math. Because millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands, multiple billions, all that stuff, it all comes back down to basic math and basic principles and basic strategies. And I'm going to take you behind the scenes of how to break through these ceilings. And literally, if you follow the stuff, if you follow the steps, if you implement on the things that I'm sharing with you today, I promise you will learn how to turn your annual income into your monthly income. I did it for myself. I've done it for my clients. I've shown them the way. And today I'm going to share that information with you. So Shay, I really want to do business. I want to do business event planning. So really want, do it. So don't want, just do it, right? If you have the skill set to do business event planning, you can do it, right? So today I'm going to show you some things that's going to really help you break through, like having a desire and actually putting in some action steps to make those desires a reality. All right, so let's go. All right, so some of you probably have heard of me talk about, let me see if I can share my screen. Some of you have probably heard me talk about the premium value ladder, the premium value ladder, right? So this is a concept that I actually created and designed to help those who are visual learners really understand how or where they are in business and how to actually move up the value ladder, right? And so I'm going to start there and then I'm going to break down the numbers. So make sure you guys have your calculators out. So we'll start here. Let me know if you can see my screen. It says yes or yes. Let me know if you can see my screen. So this is like my digital chalkboard. So there are typically on the premium value ladder, there are like 3 levels, right? Because there's levels in this game. There's levels to entrepreneurship. There's levels to success. There's levels to how much money you can make in your business. And based off this premium value ladder that I'm going to share with you, you'll be able to identify where you are. And we're going to show you how to break through that, that maximum level of income where you are right now. Okay. So how many levels are there in the premium value ladder? 3. Somebody type 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3. So how many levels are there in the premium value ladder, right? There's 3. All right. So the first level of value, thank you, Shay. Somebody say, hey, stranger. Hey, T. So the first level of value is at this is the level where most entrepreneurs who are small are generating between 0, believe it or not, there's people in business that make 0 money. I've been there before, so I can talk about it, right? Make 0 money. It's nothing wrong with you. It's just lack of knowledge. And once you understand what you need to do to break through that, your life will change, right? So some people are in business at this particular level between $0 and $80,000 a year. Okay. Now, wherever you are, I want you to identify what level you are on. Okay. So if you're anywhere between 0 to 80,000, typically these are the entrepreneurs that are at the B to C business model. C stands for consumer. Now, some of the pitfalls or struggles or the things that happen at this level is you find yourself chasing customers. You find yourself not having, lack of finances, of course, to reinvest in your business. So lack of money, right? So it's hard for you to get your business off the ground because you don't have the money to invest in your business and the tools and resources that you need to take your business to the next level. Some of the other things, crab in a bucket. These are the things that happens at this level. crab in a bucket. So your competitors may see you or may be hating on you or are refusing to give you opportunities, or they try to snatch the little bitty opportunities that you have. It's called the crab in the bucket mentality, right? This all of these things happens at this low premium value level, right? So the next, somebody say next upgrade. It's time for an upgrade. If you are here, it's time for an upgrade. Somebody say upgrade, right? So the next premium value ladder, the next level in this ladder is where you break through the ceiling. Now, high performing entrepreneurs, those who have figured out a game plan, those who are working really hard, really efficient. Now, before I go there, here at this lower level, you actually make a little money, as you can see, little money, but you spend a whole lot of time. So one of the other problems at this level when you're operating here is like you're easily, quickly burnt out, right? So when you upgrade to becoming a more high performing entrepreneur, now you break through the ceiling of 80,000 and you can get anywhere up to, right, plus or minus about, let's just say on average, $120,000 a year, right? So if you are here, this level, people who operate at this level are either B2B or a hybrid between B2B and B2C, which means that at this particular, B2B stands for business to business to business. This is the business model that you're operating out of. Sometimes it's a hybrid when you're breaking through these ceilings, right? So at this particular level, of course, you're making a lot more money, but it still costs you a lot of time to make a lot more money, right? Still costs you a lot of time, right? Now there is an upgrade from there. Somebody say upgrade. We're going to upgrade again, right? So on the highest level of value, not only do you have more time back, you actually get your time back. And if you didn't know, time is the most valuable asset that we all have, right? Nobody wants to win $1 billion today in order to lose your life tomorrow, right? Why? Because the cost of that is not worth your life, right? So, which means that you care and value your time. And which means that if time is the most valuable asset that we all have, then you want to have more time. Now, who can build a business model that gives them more time? Well, we all can if you understand the game, right? So this particular highest level of value, it not only gives you more time, but it also gives you more money. Somebody say more money and more time. More money and more time. That's a win, 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 right? So more money, more time. This is where you break through the financial level of $120,000 to unlimited. So when you are operating at your highest level of value, there is no limit. There is no financial limit. And I know for some people, you can't conceptualize unlimited income earning potential, right? So for those who can't conceptualize that, let's just put 5 million a year. Let's just put a number there. Whatever your number is, you put your number there. We're going to put it there. But for me, that means unlimited. When you have the ability to understand business to where it doesn't matter what you're doing in business, doesn't matter, your knowledge can allow you to position yourself to execute and have unlimited money. That means you'll never be broke again because you understand how to make money, right? So at this level, of course, this is called, the business model for this is B2P. P stands for premium. So a business to premium buyer, right? There are two types of premium buyers in the world that exist. One of them we're going to talk about today, right? What are the two? How many are there? There's two. What are the two? Number one, the first type of premium buyer are corporations, right? The second type of premium buyer that there is, who is also the number one biggest paying premium buyer ever in the world, is government agencies. Okay. So the two. There's government, there's corporations. Government trumps corporations. Government is the number one, right? So that is what allows you to be able to break through this particular financial barrier. So what I want you to do, identify where you are in the value ladder, right? Are you on level one? If you understand where you are, if you understand that you are at level one, elevate to level two. If you are at level two, elevate to level three. But here's the thing, regardless of however much money you're currently making in your business, I'm going to show you how to actually make that, regardless of what level that you're operating at, how to make that into your monthly income. All right, y'all ready for it? Type ready in the chat if you're ready for it. If you're ready for the numbers, break out those calculators. Let's go. I'm going to show you how to actually make more money in a month than most people make in a year, so that you're able to work more efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly, right? Efficiently, effortlessly, and effectively happens at the top level, right? But here's how you can actually turn your annual income into your monthly income. Y'all ready for it? If you're ready for it, type ready. Let's see. Somebody say, Rick says ready. Valerie says ready. Athena says ready. Tyrone says ready. Allure says ready. Shay says ready. Tanya says ready. Tammy says ready. T ready. Grateful says ready. Everybody's ready, ready, ready. Let's go. All right. So here we go. So here's the deal. I'm going to just start with a average number, right? I'm going to start with an average number. I'm going to start with the top of the bottom. So the top of the bottom, right? If you're operating at the B2C business model, which most entrepreneurs, like 80%, I would say a little bit higher than 80%, let's just go with that. 80% of entrepreneurs that I come across operate at the bottom level of the premium value ladder. It's not because you want to, it's just because you don't understand. And it's just because you don't know any better. And it's because you just need a little bit of a boost, right? So you guys remember when we were kids and we try to jump over a wall, you need, like, what do you call that? When you like fold your hands like this and give somebody like a boost, whatever it's called. I can't even remember what it is. So this right here is designed to help give you a boost. So let's just say on average, the top of the bottom earner, $80,000, right? How do you turn $80,000 into a year into $80,000 a month? So let's do the math. And let's just bring up my calculator. Oh, actually, I can bring up a digital calculator. Let me see. Calculator. Okay. Digital calculators. Do the math on this. All right. So we have $80,000 divided by 12. So monthly, a business that's making $80,000 is making $6,666 a month on average, right? Now, this is before taxes. This is before your 80,000 turns into 40,000. It's before expenses. It's before all this stuff. But on average, you're making about $6,700, $6,700 a month, right? So on average, right? So you take this number. The magic number is 12. So just write that down. The magic number is 12, right? So $666 a month. You multiply that. I'm sorry, not divide, but multiply that by 12. It's going to equals $80,000. What does that mean? Well, let me go back over to my chart. What this means is that if you're currently making $666,000 a month on average, you multiply that by 12, it's going to be $80,000, right? Which means that 12 contracts at the amount. Now watch this, but watch how I expand upon this, which means that if you did this 12 times for the government, whatever your service is, janitorial, cleaning, you can make that in a day. 12 days, there's your $80,000 for 12 days of work, right? So just watch this. So let's just say you have a premium value buyer like the government that gives you a contract for a day to make $6,666. It's possible. I've seen it happen. I've made it happen. I've helped other people make it happen for themselves, right? All you need is 12 days to be able to 12 days of work in a month in order to have an $80,000 month, right? You following me? Math is good, right? Of course, we don't like the math, but it's good, right? But watch this. Now, when it comes to government contracting, there are ideally 3 levels. There's levels to everything. There's level to business, there's level to personal growth, there's levels to government contracting, there's levels to everything, right? So let's just say the lowest level of contracting with the government, these are like vehicles, contracting vehicles, right? It's a micro purchase. Micro purchase is a purchase that the government has the ability to award to a small business like yourself that's under $10,000. Okay, right? $6,666 falls under this particular rule of thumb, micro purchase. If you do 12 of those, right, there's a million agencies. If you get one agency to swipe their card 12 times, that's a million. That's $80,000 for the month. And then you do that monthly, right? Or the next level or the next type of vehicle, level of how the government actually can write a contract over to you, it's under the simplified acquisition rule, right? These are contracts where the amount that the government awards to small businesses like yourself ranges from $10,000 to $250,000, right? Now, this information is accurate as of today. Things change on a regular basis with the government. So always do your due diligence, right? Again, this is not for those who procrastinate on implementing. These are for those who are operating and taking action in the moment, right? If you come back next year, like if you take this information and wait 2 years to implement it and say, well, what did she say? Let me go back. This may be obsolete at that time. So if you take action today, right, this stuff works today. Okay. So between 10,000 and 250,000, right? Now, you as the entrepreneur, you can decide you want to go do this 12 times, or you can also decide that you want to do in between here is an $80,000 contract, right? In between 10,000 and 250,000 is an $80,000 contract. There's 80,000 falls between these numbers, right? So if you just get one particular $80,000 contract for the month of providing 12 days of service for janitorial, whatever it is that you do, medical supplies, whatever it is that you do, $12,000, then what that does is not only does it give you your time back, right? 12 days out of the month leaves you about 17, 18 days. I don't know, right? So leaves you about 18 days, right? Remaining. 18 days of freedom. That's crazy, right? So not only are you making more money, but you're actually making more time back, right? To be able to do another 12 days, right? So this is where you have the concept of contract stacking. So just imagine you have the capacity, like no agency that I know is going to stop at 12 cleaning their office for 12 days. I'm just using janitorial as an example, right? Clean their office just 12 days out of the month. They want to clean the office every single day of the month or every other day of the month, right? Which means that you have the capacity to go ahead and actually get a contract written up for like 24 days times, let me do my calculator, times 6,000. So $6,666 a day times 24. That's 100. That's 100. Wait, let me see. That's 15,900. I'm sorry, 15,000. Wait, let me see. What is that? 159,000. Is that $159,984, right? That's what that's what they ask. Somebody, all my math scholars that are here, let me know the number in the chat, right? It's because calculators to me is like scribble scrabble, but but you understand and you get the drift, right? So if you can make $80,000 for 12 days of work, then you can make that's right, $160,000 for on average for 24 days of work, right? You do that every month. Now you have a monthly income that exceeds what you were making in a year. So you've replaced your annual income with your monthly income. So let's use another number. Let's look at what for high performing entrepreneurs that make about $120,000 a year. $120,000, the magic number, the rule of thumb, the magic number, 120,000. The magic number is what? Is 12. Magic number is 12. Let me see, how do I get that? So let's just say 120,000 divided by 12 equals, you need to be making $10,000 a month, right? Multiply that by 12 again. Now, if you have a $20,000 a month contract, now you're making more in a month than you were making in a year. And then you multiply that $20,000 by 12, and look how you've grown your income from 120,000 to 240,000 just by making that simple tweak, right? Does that make sense? If you're with me, let me know that you're with me. So let's just say $120,000. I'm sorry, $120,000 to go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 120 divided by 12. That magic number is 10,000. Okay, so that's $10,000, which falls where? Micro purchase, right? Again, 12 micro purchases of $10,000 for the month, regardless if it's 12 micro purchases for pencils, 12 micro purchases of cleaning services, 12 micro purchases of consulting days, or whatever it is that you're charging for. It's going to allow you to be able to replace your annual income and make your annual income your monthly income, which is going to help your business grow by quantum leaps, right? So again, 10 times 12 is 120,000 in a month, right? And okay, so you need to do that 12 times with micro purchases, or 120,000 falls within this simplified acquisition range of 10,000 to 250,000. It's like smack bang in the middle, right? It falls within this middle, right? So let's just say $120,000, you can get one contract for $120,000 for a month of service. There's multiple ways that you all can do this stuff, right? Or you can get 2 contracts a month for the value of $60,000, right? You can do that. I've literally had a contract that paid me a month for $250,000 for just 1 month. Somebody say just 1 month. Most people don't make that in a year. Some people make it in a year. But if you can turn your yearly income into your monthly income, then you have grown your business substantially, right? By working smarter. This particular business model, this is the stuff that allows you to be more efficiently with your time, right? More effectively with your time. So you're not spending time chasing customers. You're looking at the rules that governs how government contracts are paid out, and you're making those rules work for you, right? You're looking at the numbers, and then you're backing into it. You're creating a action plan of strategic action plan of here's how I'm going to replace my annual income and make it a monthly income. And you're doing it effortlessly. When you have a strategy, it allows you to be able to do these things without effort. Somebody say without effort. Changing annually to monthly. Yeah. So for those of you who have annual goals, if you have an annual goal to make $1 million, how about we stretch that $1 million annual goal to $1 million in a month? I didn't even know that something like that was possible. Like, it's so very, 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 it's more possible when you operate at the highest level of value, when you operate at the highest level that allows you to do business with premium buyers like the government and premium buyers like corporations who already have the money to give to you, right? So if your annual goal is to make $250,000 in a year, that's $250,000. Well, Miss Gloria, you guys have heard me talk about Miss Gloria Miller Epps, who landed her first government contract that was $250,000. Period. One contract, right? And then you contract stack. How many contracts is it going to take for you to be able to replace your annual income? You have to do the math, right? You have to make math work for you. So, growing up, we learn about, hey, Marshall, growing up, we learn about um trigonometry. I think that's what it's called. See, geometry, trigonometry, like all that stuff that we learn, and we're like, how do we, I mean, and the first thing, of course, as kids, especially these days, kids are so so just like mouthy. They be like, what am I gonna do with geometry? How is that gonna help me in life? Well, it takes you back to making math work for you. When you become an adult, a responsible adult with goals, all you have to do the math and make it make sense, right? Financially make it make sense, right? So if you can actually pull out a calculator or Google does all the math work for you, all you have to do is like, okay, so what do I need to do? And what rules can I lean on? What standards can I stand on, right? To be able to tap into that type of income to make it work for me, right? So what rules can you lean on? You can lean on micro purchase, the rules of micro purchases, and how the government has, every agency has a P card, and they can purchase things that are up to $10,000. So one swipe at a time, right? 12 of those, 12 of those. 12 of those, 12 of those a month, right? Or you can lean on simplified acquisitions, right? Up to $250,000. Well, one contract. Well, what type of value can I bring to the table that'll allow me to have one contract for a month at $250,000? What do I need to be delivering at? So, what type of a service can I position myself to sell that will allow me to be able to do the billing, right? So you do the math and then you do the billing. You itemize the billing to make it match the math, right? So it's just all these different concepts. Somebody said making mathematics work for you. Absolutely. Never thought of it that way. Yeah, so that was my son. Yeah, now he's taking calculus in college. Yeah, teach Dr. Thank you so much. But this is real. So if you want to know how not only myself have been able to, turn my annual income, I'm just saying, like, into my monthly income, like, all glory to God. It's these concepts. It's the thought process. It's the one thing that most people don't want to do. Think. Most of people don't think. They don't want to think for themselves. Most people don't strategize. Most people don't want to strategize. Most people don't want to learn from other people. Now, here's the biggest thing that I think the greatest block that I believe from what I've seen holds entrepreneurs back from being able to have these type of results in life, in business, in relationships, or whatever. Like, they come to the table with the know-it-all curse. Like, I know it all. I don't need to know all this stuff. Just show me, what do I, just give me the result. I don't need to know anything else. I think I know it all. But if you know it all and don't have the results, that is a pure indication that you don't know it all. There's something missing. There's something that you need to learn. And sometimes you have to get out of your own way and allow a person who's actually achieved it to show you the steps and to show you where the gaps are and to help you bridge those gaps, right? So for some of you that's been following me for like 2, 3, 5 years, and you have not yet turned your annual income into your monthly income, you have to understand that you need some help. So, and what we do, and here's what we do. We help people go through the qualifications process of how to land a premium buyer. It starts with the basics, right? If you don't understand what it takes and who you need to be and who you need to become and what you need to have in order to first get yourself in the door, that's a huge problem. And so what we're doing is we're bridging the gap. Here, we're bridging the gap. We have a lot of things going on. Like, we're bridging the gap to show more people how to create wealth in their business, to show more entrepreneurs how to turn their annual income into their monthly income, right? And when you see how it works, right? Once you learn something, that's the great thing about learning. Once you know how to do it, you can do it over. You can do it over. You can do over and over and over again. All you have to do is learn it one time. That simple strategy becomes your blueprint, and you'll never have money as a mental block again. Like you'll never have money or lack of money again. It'll never be a problem again because you know you'll learn how to print money on demand. So I say print money on demand. It's the truth, right? And so the thing is, we're helping people bridge the gap to creating wealth with their business. So this is why I coined myself to be a wealth creator. It's all about the thought process. It's all about understanding. It's all about strategies. It's all about making the things that exist work for you. If you want to know how to make more things work for you, join us in our upcoming 5-day challenge. It's happening in just a couple weeks. The next 5-day challenge is happening in just a couple weeks is where you get pre-qualified to sell your services to the government. Not only will you learn what you need to have, but you'll also learn and walk away with who you need to become, right? Because you have to become the person who's willing to walk through, who's willing to forget everything that you thought you knew so you can pick up the things that you need to know that's blocking you and preventing you from turning your annual income into your monthly income. So you learn these things during our 5-day challenge, right? So join us. It's govconchallenge.com. Yeah, everybody says the GovCon challenge is fire. Yes, it is. So join us it's govconchallenge.com. Join us. If this is something that you really want, we're helping more people who want it, who are ready to take action, who are open-minded, right? To actually bridge the gap. And I promise you, not only are you going to know exactly how to attract the premium buyer, because creating wealth is not something that you get. Creating wealth is not something that you have, right? Somebody type that in the chat. Wealth is not something that you have. Wealth is something that you attract. Type that in the chat. Wealth is something that you attract. And we show you exactly during these challenges how to attract premium buyers into your business so that you'll never be broke again. You'll never struggle again. You'll never be stuck from scaling. You can scale exponentially. And this is the reason why I say people who operate at the highest level of value have an unlimited income earning potential. You can understand how it works. You can understand why it works, and you can understand how to make it work for you, right? So for instance, the last time we had our challenge, well, a couple challenges ago. So this just happened in November, right? But watch this. Most people don't make 6 figures, period. Most people don't, right? So we're below the poverty line. Most people don't make 6 figures in a year, but they may make 6 figures over like a half a decade or over a decade. Like this is just the situation, right? But some do make 6 figures. And for those who are making 6 figures, sometimes to scale your business, you have to understand what you need to do to scale that business. And these are all the strategies and things that we teach. But so in November, one of our clients, her name is Magda, she actually joined our 5-day challenge, and we helped her to she had never heard of government contracts at all. And she saw me on my coach podcast, Myron Golden, who's my coach, who also became, and he's already a multimillionaire / billionaire. He became a client of mine because he saw how government contracts allows you to be able to tap into unlimited income earning potential, right? So people who have money want to know how to make more money always, right? And so anyway, she saw me on his podcast, and so she joined the challenge because she was curious about how to make government contracting, how to become a premium entrepreneur, how to attract a premium buyer like the government to actually help her grow her business. Now, she had already been a 6-figure business in a year, but never once has she ever landed a 6-figure contract in a month until she's gone through the challenge and then worked with me inside my program and landed her first $150,000 contract with the government, right? And so these are real life stories. It's happening, you guys. So if you want to know this stuff and how to make it work for you, join us in our upcoming challenge. It's at govconchallenge.com. So you're going to walk away, of course, pre-qualified to attract the government. You're going to walk away with a plan, a game plan on not only what you need to do, what next steps you need to take, but also you will understand the numbers that matter. You will understand the value and how not to charge $20 an hour or $50 an hour or even $100 an hour, but how you can actually charge the government premium dollars to make your $80,000 year a $80,000 month, or your $100,000 year a $100,000 month, or your $250,000 year a $250,000 month. We're going to show you that in the challenge. So join us. All right. So that's it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me in our Friday Live. Until next time, we'll check you on the challenge. So join govconchallenge.com. You guys have a great one. We'll see you then.